Welcome, everyone, to the True Blue Podcast. I am your host, Zachary Succardi. You could find me on Twitter and Instagram at Podcast True Blue. I was just playing a hand drum I have that I got in probably 2004 from a place called Taos Drum. Pretty sure it was called Taos Drum up in Taos, New Mexico. Don't know if they still exist, but they had a shitload of hand drums there. And this is when I was living in New Jersey, and I had gone and bought a bunch of them. So I have them out here. It's pretty cool. I have a couple hand drums, one that I was gifted, and then a bunch that I purchased. So yeah, pretty neat. It's a nice like drum and shit. It's called, God, what is this called? It's called like a, I kind of forget. It almost looks like a toy drum, but it's big, and it's not a toy, and it sounds really good actually. It's got like I have to tighten the head on it, but once it's tightened, it'll sound better. Yeah, really happy to be here. I'm here for session 9. Had a good day today. I had a tuna fish sandwich. I love fucking tuna fish, so that was really good. I went to church today for Ash Wednesday. I am Catholic, so I went into church. Probably the first time I was in church since I went for my neighbor's funeral. But it was cool. I got my ashes and did the whole service thing. Yeah, and it was really neat. I get a lot out of going to church and having a religion that I practice, I guess, leisurely. But I get a lot of love, a lot of inspiration and positivity there. And for Ash Wednesday, I decided to give up pizza, which is, near and dear, soda, which goes hand in hand with pizza. I'm not a huge, I don't drink a lot of soda, but when I eat pizza, what else are you going to drink? The only other thing I could say that you could drink is beer, but I don't drink beer. I have an allergy to it. I don't like it, so it's soda. So yeah, I'm giving up soda, and I'm giving up beer. So I'm giving up soda and pizza. And then also, I'm going to try not to smoke marijuana Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and just save it for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The idea for me is when you give something up, you want to focus more of your attention on God, and you're sort of sacrificing something to kind of get closer to Him and have more of a connection. And I've also thought about adding something, not just necessarily taking something away and abstaining from something. I've thought about adding something, and I'm not quite sure what that's going to be. I don't know if it's going to have to do with church, or it's just going to have to do with just like, something I do daily. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So I'm hoping to get some clarity behind it, maybe save some money, not have to buy so much weed. I'm coming to you today. I'm high on life. I'm not high on anything else, so just wanted to kind of share that with you. It was a really cool afternoon. And gosh, I'm just like so into taking naps lately. I can't fucking stay up. And I mean, I sleep well at night, I exercise, I eat right. I don't know what it is, and it doesn't matter if I smoke or not. I'm just like caught up in the nap cycle. So I just took a nap today, but I bought a new couch like at the end of last year. So I won a bunch of fantasy football Super Bowls, which means I won a lot of money. And I bought a couch, and it's great, and it's really comfortable. So a lot of naps. Naps are good. Let me give you a tip on taking naps so you don't fall asleep. Sleep with your clothes on. If you take a nap in bed, sleep over the covers. Don't sleep under the covers. So that's definitely a tip that helps me nap but not totally fall asleep. So I'm here today. I'm really excited to do the podcast. I'm really just happy to keep doing it. And hey, I want to shout out a couple of my homies and friends who have reached out to me, told me that they've been listening. My homie Tim, my homie Heath, just, thanks a lot. I'm so grateful to hear any kind of feedback and that people are willing to, give it a listen and check me out. So I just want to say thanks to everyone. So yeah, I'm just sort of chilling. Not too much to report in the last week. I sold my phone on eBay. I won a phone, so that's cool. I sold that shit on eBay, and I'm going to go pay off one of my credit cards. And then I also have a little extra money. I have like $150 over, so I may just like save it or some shit. I have trips to New Jersey that I'm going in May and then in August. So just have some money for that. And that's really just keep me motivated. Is just having those upcoming trips. Really, really just excited. I'll be in Philly for my friend's wedding, and then I mentioned this on the last podcast, but I just want to talk about it again. And I'll be staying in Philly with my good friend Kevin, and we'll be just eating pizza and hanging out for a couple days. So that's real cool. And shit, we're almost in March, my birth month. I know a lot of March babies. And it's funny, if you're born at least for me, if you're born in the same month as me, I feel like I have a connection with you. Like we're all sort of in that same realm. So that'll be cool. You get one damn birthday a year. One of those motherfuckers a year. You might as well celebrate it. No matter how you want to celebrate it. Even if it's just be home by yourself eating cereal, watching cartoons. If that's what you want to do, then fucking do it. Because again, you get that one day a year where you can just be selfish without having to think about it. For me, usually I like to eat sushi on my birthday. I like to buy records. Pretty much what I do every day, but I never forget when I get something on my birthday when it comes to music. I've been gifted music. I've purchased it over the years. And it has like a special place with me that I know I got it on my birthday. So I usually will go to the record shops around town. I'll look for records and tapes, and I'll eat sushi. And then just talk to my friends and talk to my mom and, connect with folks. Maybe play some drums. I have a studio downtown, which maybe that's something I should add because I haven't gone there. It's a great fucking studio. I have it downtown. It's in this like little basement, which there are no basements in New Mexico at all except like this one downtown. And it's a great studio. I've had it for like 5 fucking years. I share it with my good buddy Tyler. Shout out Tyler. And we got a bunch of all my drum shit there. Everything non-hand drum. I have all my hand drums here, but I have all my my kit, my cymbals, all that shit there. So maybe I should add that. I love this. I'm like sort of working this out as I go. That's really cool. So yeah, I'm gonna add that, everybody. So I'm gonna stop eating pizza. Just to recap, I'm gonna stop drinking soda. I'm only gonna smoke cannabis Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I'm gonna add playing drums. I'm gonna try to get my ass down in that studio at least once a week. It's crazy. Like I know people do this with gym memberships and other kind of memberships and stuff. Is they have it set up, but they don't utilize it. So that's something I'm going to add. Honestly, when I play my drums, it brings me closer to God and closer to that like higher power connection. I think music overall just does that for me, but especially playing an instrument because it's almost like, this may sound weird, but like God is speaking through me through my playing. And if you don't believe in God or whatever, you can change that to whatever. Whatever higher being, whatever, sort of stronger feeling power that you get out of whatever your craft is, whether it's music or anything else. It really makes you feel connected. And that's so important. It's so important in this life. And for me personally, it's a connection with God. It's a connection with my family, my friends, my loved ones who have passed away. It's like this feeling too that I get where I'm like, wow, I'm doing something, like I'm doing something right. Like I know this is right. I know this is like what I should be doing. And that's such a great feeling because it doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes we're just, looking for what that right thing is. So yeah, I'm going to add playing drums. All right, everyone. So on this week's episode of the True Blue Podcast, I decided for the self-care tip of the week to talk about the benefits of listening to music. Now, this may seem obvious because obviously music is just so enjoyable and there's so many great reasons to listen to it. Excuse me. But I thought it'd be kind of cool to look up the actual benefits of it. And what I love about these self-care tips of the week is I learn things. You know, I mean, obviously they're kind of themes that, you know, I have a history with maybe, or just something that I'm interested in, and it really like broadens it for me. So I'm just going to talk about a couple of the benefits of listening to music. So the first benefit is it increases happiness. Who would have thunk it, huh? It increases happiness. So would you believe that 15 minutes of listening to your favorite music can get you a natural high? The same high that I'm on today because I'm not smoking marijuana. So it's actually really cool because your brain releases this dopamine. It's a neurotransmitter, and ultimately it leads to increased feelings of happiness, excitement, joy, all this when you listen to music. So really cool, you know, it's neat to say words like dopamine and neurotransmitter. I sound kind of smart. And yeah, it's part of the self-care tip of the week. So the second benefit of it is it decreases stress. And you know, the more I've been reading about this, stress is such a cocksucker. I mean, it really fucks us up. It really fucks us up. We worry so much. We carry this stress. Can even like physically fuck us up. You ever get like knot in your back or something, or you know, you get a headache, and it's from stress. So there's a stress hormone called cortisol, and it's like one of the worst like health, you know, fucking public enemy number one motherfuckers. And it actually can interfere with memory. It can lower our immune system. Even the bone density can increase weight gain, blood pressure, cholesterol, heart disease. The list goes on. It's a motherfucker. But check this out. If you listen to music, it will decrease levels of this hormone. It'll counteract it. And, you know, honestly, it's like reading about this, stress causes 60% of most of the illnesses and diseases. So lowering the levels of stress means higher chance of an overall well-being. So listen to music. Treat yourself to a song. I know it sounds so cheesy, but really, like, listen to a song and realize what it's doing for you. All the memories it's conjuring, all the feelings. I mean, it's like, it's from God. I mean, seriously, it's from a higher power. All right, so another benefit is improved sleep. We talk a lot about sleep here on the True Blue podcast because it's super important. So a study has shown that if you listen to relaxing music, typically classical music or anything without vocals, it significantly improves your sleep. So you want to stay away from like audiobooks or anything that has vocals where, you know, where your brain's going to want to kind of stay active and listen to it. So, you know, listening to classical, I used to like listening to jazz music. I used to, when I lived in Jersey, I found the jazz station. I think it's 88.3 WBGO. It's out of Newark, New Jersey. And I would listen to jazz music in the evenings. And it was cool because I didn't really know much about jazz at all. I didn't know any of the artists. And I would just listen to it and I would fall asleep to it. It was just so cool, like a radio station and shit that I found. I really dug that connection. So yeah, try to listen to something that doesn't have lyrics that you can chill with. Just to name the three albums that come to mind that I listen to, and I'll talk about one of these bands later. The first one is the Cocteau Twins. There's an album, it's a compilation called Stars and Topsoil that I listen to. They have lyrics, but if you know this band, it's really hard to decipher them. So it almost sounds like they're singing, or it almost sounds like it's an instrument. So it doesn't really have that like that same vocal where it's going to keep your brain activity going. Another one is a John Coltrane album called The Gentle Side of Coltrane. Great album. It's probably a compilation album, but it's so fucking good. Gentle Side of Coltrane. There's a song on there called Small Brown Book. It's fucking awesome. And then last but not least, this band Sigur Rós. They have an album called Parentheses. It came out in 2002. And I probably listened to that album to fall asleep from the years 2002 to 2005 almost every night. I mean, it's so perfect. All right, so back to the benefits here of listening to music. And would you know it helps improve your memory? So again, going back to stress actually disconnects our brain from from our memory, making it harder for us to learn new things and to store things that we've already learned. So counteracting this, we want to have like a level of calmness with ourselves. So hence bringing in music. I was reading that scientists found that music induces a state of meditation and relaxes the brain. How fucking cool is that? A state of meditation. I know I've been there. I've connected with like music where I've definitely felt like, wow, like it was like an actual like, I don't know what you call it, like like you know, morphine or like you know those drugs that like just chill you out. So again, just going back to help improving your memory. It helps ultimately allow your brain to sort of disengage from all the bullshit and all the things that kind of overwhelm us in our thoughts. And it'll help with the memory function. Again, with music with no lyrics to, you know, keep your memory and your mood nice and relaxed. So yeah, I found these to be very very interesting. And I wanted to read one last thing that I actually found from the philosopher Plato. He said, music and rhythm find their way into the secret places of the soul. No matter whether you're young, old, healthy, sick, happy, sad, music can improve the quality of your life in numerous ways. It reduces stress, anxiety, it lifts your mood, it boosts your health, helps you sleep better, takes away pain, and even makes you smarter. And I just really love that music and rhythm find their way into the secret places of the soul. After all we are vibrations. Vibrations. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that self-care tip of the week, the benefits of listening to music. And you know, sometimes when you're kind of like feeling cloudy and things, it's good to look this stuff up. It reinforces it. You know, it really does. All right, so I'm going to read you guys for my next segment where I include poetry here. I'm going to read you from this anthology that I bought. It's called the Haiku Anthology, and there's just a shit ton of poets in here, and they all have like about a page or two of poetry, of haiku poetry that I was going to read to you. So honestly, I haven't chose any of these. Usually before I record, I'll choose a couple to read over, but I'll go through maybe like 5 or 6. And I'll just flip through the book here and see what we find. All right, let's see here. So this is from a poet named Carol Montgomery. Small child afraid to throw away his church bulletin. Second husband painting the fence the same green. Pretty funny. Well, this is from Scott Montgomery. I'm guessing this is in alphabetical order. Her silence at dinner. Sediment hanging in the wine. Crying, she moves deeper into the mirror. These are pretty deep. All right, let's mix up here. You like that page flipping? It's like you're here in the room with me. Me and Lou. Me and my dog and you. All right, this one is from Jane Reichold. Waiting for guests. A corner of the rug keeps turning up. All right, let's see here. Here's a good one. This is from John Stevenson. Checking the driver as I pass a car just like mine. Moon breaks over the hill. Let me start over. Moon breaks over the hill. A dreaming driver dims his brights. That's cool. See, it really puts you in it. Like, you really feel like you're, like, there. That's what's so great about these haiku, or just about haiku in itself, is it just brings you there. Let's see. All right, so this is from Leonard Moore. Silent deer, the sound of a waterfall. Farther and farther into the mountain trail, autumn dusk deepens. That's a cool line. Autumn dusk deepens. Let's see here. This is a cool one. This is from Gary Hotham. Sun and moon in the same sky, the small hand of my wife. Waiting room quiet, an apple core in the ashtray. Pretty cool. Alright, let's find maybe two more poets. This is from Gary Gay. Weightlifter, slowly lifting the teacup. That's pretty cool. Alright, so from Gary Gay. After falling down, she asks for a Band-Aid for her doll, too. That's sweet. This is from D. Evitts. Summer's end, the quickening of hammers towards dusk. A dusting of snow, tire tracks grow visible in the road's soft edge. This is a cool one. After Christmas, a flock of sparrows in the unsold trees. Which, by the way, don't go buy a fucking tree. Get a fake one. Make it easy. I have a fake tree. I've had a fake tree my whole life, and they're fucking amazing and beautiful. If you want the smell of that shit, buy some incense. And then you got to clean it up, and if you have pets, it fucks it up. So yeah, just get a fake tree. Little aside there. All right. This is from Dave Elliott. Shielding his eyes with his baseball glove. First geese. Yeah, those fucking geese. This one's from Bernard Eanbond. The thousand colors in her plain brown hair. Morning sunshine. Oh shit. I think we found a good one here. The thousand colors in her plain brown hair. Morning sunshine. If you didn't listen to my last session, I talked about brown-haired girl from that poem from Leonard Cohen, and how me likey the brunettes. So this one's cool. The thousand colors in her plain brown hair. Morning sunshine. All right, so that's it. And this is a book. It's called the Haiku Anthology. These are great, just reading through these. There's a shit ton here that are so good. I probably didn't even scratch the surface of really the ones that are really hitting close to home. But yeah, there's some really good ones in here. All right, everyone, I'm going to get on to the song of the week. And the song I chose this week was by a band called Cocteau Twins. Again, that's the Cocteau Twins. The song is called Sugar Hiccup. It's actually... I think it's, I'll have to check what album it's on, but I've been listening to it on a compilation album called Stars and Topsoil. So let me find out. Let me do some Googling. Sugar Hiccup. Let's see what album it's on. It's on an album called Head Over Heels. So if you want to listen just to the album, what this song is featured on, it's on the album called Head Over Heels. But I've been listening to it on the compilation album there. It's called Stars and Topsoil. This is a band that I listen to when I go to sleep at night. They're just great. In fact, I have Spotify, and Spotify does this thing at the end of the year where they'll like put out all your like 100 songs that you listen to throughout the entire year the most. And Cocteau Twins, because I would fall asleep to it every night, is like all over that shit. It's kind of funny. It's like mainly like 2 or 3 bands, but it's real cool. So anyway, the song is called Sugar Hiccup by Cocteau Twins, and this song is so nostalgic. I mean, it makes you feel like you're in an 80s movie and it's fall time, like you're in a dream or something like that, and like you've been transported to the most nostalgic time of your life. It really gives you that feeling. And for me, since the band comes from the 80s, obviously, I just feel like I'm transported back into the 80s, and I'm feeling this nostalgic feeling, this deja vu. And for me, nostalgia has a lot to do with the fall weather, that cool crispness in the air. There's just something about it. This song just transports me right there, and it's such a good song. It's called Sugar Hiccup by Cocteau Twins, and check out this album, Stars and Topsoil. It's good all the way through. It's a compilation album, so it's all like random songs throughout. I think it's from like 1980 to 1990 or some shit. But it's really good, and this song especially is just one of my favorites. I'll post it somewhere on my Instagram or Twitter, which again, you could find me at those places at Podcast True Blue. True Blue. All right, everyone. So that's it for session 9. I'm happy to be here, happy to be chilling. Clocking in under 30 minutes. So, you can just jam this real quick on your lunch. Know what I mean? It's just kind of like, a nice shot in the arm from your boy here. Yeah, and that's it, everyone. I hope you have a great last week of February. I look forward to seeing you in March. Thanks again for joining me. My name is Zachary Succardi for the True Blue Podcast. Peace, everybody.